our first match with costly Golgari Barbie Midrange here at possibly Pauper Playable. Oh, 2 Utopias. Well, I guess we can sacrifice his Evolving Wilds to get a forest and then enchant it up next turn. It's a little bit slow, but I'm on the play, so I think I'm going to keep. And that'll let us like Wellspring and Edict on turn 3 or turn 4 if we want to, which is pretty okay. Bojuka Bog here being a little awkward. Just a little awkward. But yeah, we'll see if our opponent wants to keep their hand, and then we'll go ahead and play some Magic. Hopefully we'll win. Hopefully we will do some winning tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to at least break even on this league. That'd be real nice. I've been hemorrhaging values. The Tuesday night value siphon. I've been practicing a lot more too, though. Like when I'm not streaming, I've been playing a lot more Pauper, which is awesome. I just converted my whole standard collection over to Pauper cards. I feel pretty good about that. It was like when I cashed out, I had a bunch of stuff from 2 standard seasons ago, and apparently I had some of the new hot swagger sitting in my collection. So so I got a pretty good payout for that. Okay, so Jungle Hollow is fine. So I think I'm gonna play Jungle Hollow here. Gain a life, and Utopia Sprawl up this forest, and make black mana, I guess, because my other green source already makes black. That might not be correct, but now I have 2 black, 2 green, so that's pretty good. Opponent on mono black, maybe? They could be on like Teachings or something. Oh, beauty. Okay, let's do this. Turn 3, Thorn of the Black Rose. I bet you already know. You already know how that feels. You already know. There's a Kumbaj Witches. All right. You may. So, okay. So I wonder if I serve here. I probably serve here. Maybe they'll block and I can maintain a removal spell, but I don't think they will. They're not going to. All right. So we will play an Ichor Wellspring. Maybe we should be Utopia Sprawl first. Yeah, let's Utopia Sprawl first. This land. And we'll get this one to add green mana because I don't really know how to play these cards, and yeah. And then we will play our land for the turn. This feels like a little bit of a waste of a Bojuka Bog, but maybe it'll be all the difference between the first and second Gurmag Angler. And I guess we're going to use this mana up now, so I might as well Costly Plunder right away. And, well, maybe not. Let's Chainer's Edict. Because we were supposed to Chainer's Edict at the beginning, so that our opponent couldn't steal the Monarch. That was close. We did it, though. Wow, guys, geez. Tight plays, huh? Starting off with some tight friggin' plays here tonight. There's a Phyrexian Rager, which we aren't that far off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we can just Chainer's Edict away again. I think we want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep them off creatures so that the first removal spell doesn't mean that we lose the Monarch, because we really don't want to lose the Monarch. That would be pretty bad in this matchup. Here comes Phyrexian Rager again. Gonna eat another Chainer's Edict. But I think, yeah, I don't really know. We'll see if they want to do some removing. Nope, they're gonna get back Kumbaj Witches. Okay. Well, that's kind of, oh, that's good. Okay, so let's play out Defiant Salvager. And what'll that leave us? That'll leave us with 4 mana. So we can Chainer's Edict and Wellspring, which is probably what we'll do. Yeah, or maybe Chainer's Edict, Costly Plunder. Let's tap our Utopia Sprawl land to play this card. See what they want to do about that. See if they want to do anything about that at all. Maybe they don't. They don't. Okay. So let's go ahead and sack Ichor Wellspring right away. I think we'll have to Chainer's Edict here. Yeah, let's Chainer's Edict, and then we'll leave up Costly Plunder for the end of their turn, so that if they target a creature with removal, we can use Costly Plunder on it to save ourselves a little bit. And let's go ahead and yeah. So let's Jungle Hollow. We will pass with Costly Plunder up, maybe sacking a creature or sacking a creature that's targeted with removal or something like that. Maybe we'll draw a removal spell for this Phyrexian Rager. They're gonna Victim of Night. Okay, so let's Costly Plunder. Or maybe we just let that go. Let's just let that go. Okay, cool. Draw a card. Another Costly Plunder. Okay, that's pretty sweet. We're gonna draw a ton of cards here soon. Gonna be a lot of drawn cards. Tendrils of Corruption, eh? Okay, sure. Pretty good. Pretty good. Opponent's gonna get in. We'll have to take it, sure. Yep. You get the Monarch. Just this once. Just this once, okay? So let's Costly Plunder away our Ichor Wellspring. Draw a bunch of cards. Don't gain any life, but we'll draw a bunch of cards. There's a Disfigure, which is pretty sweet. It's going to make our next turn nice. And our opponent will draw a card off of the being the Monarch. Okay, so I think it's Pulse Back Thorn, play Thorn, Disfigure the Phyrexian Rager. And that'll put us probably, or yeah, I think that's what we do. Okay, so let's Pulse Back Thorn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get back Thorn, play Thorn. 2, 3, 4. And become the Monarch once again. And we'll pass the turn. We're not going to disfigure this Phyrexian Rager until we know our opponent has removal for our Thorn, which they probably do because this is mono black control, and that's just what mono black does. Okay, so we'll Chainer's Edict. Yep, absolutely. They will get in, or try to get in with their Gurmag, or their Phyrexian Rager, and we will disfigure before they can be the Monarch. Because I just can't wait to be king. I need to continue being king. Should have fizzled the Tendrils with Plunder. Hold Disfigure up. Oh, did I have... Oh, so they wouldn't have gained a life. Yeah. That was probably the line. I definitely messed that up. Noted, though. 1-800 tight plays back again. So let's play out Mirror. I think we will Wellspring. Float some mana. We have stuff to do with it anyway. Wellspring will draw a card. Let's see what we draw. Chromatic Star. Okay, so let's Costly Plunder away a Wellspring. Draw a few cards. Wellspring. A couple more cards come in. Lifecraft Cavalry. Okay, that'll be pretty good. I don't think it dodges all of their removal, but what removal it can dodge, it'll do a pretty good job of it. And now we got the board nice and gummed up, so we're going to start getting in. I would love to have Entourage of Trest instead. Just because Thorn of the Black Rose is pretty good. Like, the Death Touch is actually surprisingly relevant in a lot of matchups, but I would like Emissary of Trest or Entourage of Trest just because it's so much faster, it's so much more of a clock, which is something that we need a lot of. Okay, so I really want to Flashback Edict here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can Flashback Edict and cast a Wellspring. I think that's okay, or I can just straight up... Yeah, I think I'm going to Flashback Edict. I think that's probably in my best interest here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't really want to give our opponent a chance to get the Monarch back at all. Yeah, so I tried Gurmag Angler out in my first kind of like mid-range build of this, and it did okay. But I pretty much just didn't get a chance to test it again. Like, I was thinking I was thinking about going ahead with that and putting an angler in, but I'm, you know, we're all about the spicy points here at possibly Pauper Playable, so I went ahead and put in Lifecraft Cavalry instead, which is cool and all. And the trample was really relevant. I was like afraid of having no way to go over the top of my opponent. Oh, Defiant Salvager is awesome here. We have so many ways to block our opponent's edicts and things like that. Because I think we can Salvager 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can Salvager, sack a Chrome Star, and then Tendrils, sure. Opponent gains a bit of life. That's okay, because we're going to play a huge beater next turn. And they're gonna be straight up against it. I wonder if they have like a Doomblade main deck, but we're gonna have a couple. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so let's sack Evolving Wilds. We know we want to play our beater. Duck yourself top deck. Yeah, I have 28 lands left, or 28 cards left. You're absolutely right. Again, Tassinara, as you usually are. That fish would be awesome in this list. I totally agree. All right, so let's play out our Lifecraft Cavalry. He's a big old guy. And I think we want to just Wellspring and draw a few more cards here. And try not to time out, because we only have 18 minutes left. We're going to leave up Costly Plunder. Tassinara's got that line where if they try to Tendrils, we can just... we can sack to Costly Plunder and they won't gain the life. So I think that's what we're going to do, instead of being greedy and drawing more cards here. So let's see what our opponent's got here. I feel really bad to sack our 6/6, but that's what we have to do, then that's what we have to do. Crypt Rats, okay. Crypt Rats X6? I got a couple of Fangren Marauders, bud. Okay, so I think they're going to try to manufacture a way to get the Monarch back this turn. I don't really know how they'll do that. I think I'm going to serve with everything. But do I serve with everything? What do you guys think? Do I serve with everything? I'm going to serve with everything. See what they do now. And then I'm just going to play out a bunch of other huge threats. See what they've got. Crypt Rats X1, sure. Mearsire makes an artifact token. And okay, sweet. So we do that. And they go to 8. So I think we're gonna go Salvager and Marauder here. We'll hold back a couple of threats just in case our opponent has a bunch of other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might, yeah. We might be able to draw an untapped land here, so I'm going to sacrifice a star. Gain a little life, draw a card. Take forever playing this deck. We draw a Baron more. Gain some life. Put a counter on our guy. We'll do that again. As long as we're not discarding the hand size, we're okay. We want to save this Ichor Wellspring for a Costly Plunder for the greedy play. There's a Chainer's Edict, which is pretty awesome. That might make us that might get us the game next turn. Yeah. So, oh man, I probably should have left up a Costly Plunder here. I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna sack the Ichor Wellspring and see if I can find an untapped land, because I don't want them to Tendrils here. We find a Utopia Sprawl. Okay. That isn't great, but we'll play out a Utopia Sprawl. Have a little bit more mana for more shenanigans next turn, and yeah, and hope our loose play there didn't lose us the game. We can pitch a Baron more here, and probably Utopia Sprawl. Don't see us needing that. The untap land was on top of the deck. Okay, they're gonna Chainer's Edict, sure, and then flashback Chainer's Edict. That doesn't do it. Are you going to flashback Chainer's Edict, opponent? Where is it? They scoop it up. Sweet. Okay. So this is a weird thing. I have Duresses and Augur of Skulls for control decks. These just straight shut control decks down as far as I know. Doomblade's obviously not coming in. I think I can go down 1 Disfigure. I like my Chainer's Edicts in this matchup. I don't know if anything's too cute here. We don't need this much life gain. Pulsar Morass is still probably okay just for recursion. Evankar's Justice doesn't kill all their creatures. And I think they're probably going to bring in Gurmag Anglers, so I'm going to take out Evankar's Justice. Try to win with beaters. That might not be a good idea either, though. These games are going to go long, so I think I do want to leave in one Evankar's Justice. Thorn in the Black Rose is nuts here, obviously. I definitely want to bring in these Augurs and these Duresses. So maybe I'll go down one Pulse. We want the Spiders. This is tough. This is tough. They have Edicts, so do we want Spell Bombs? Probably not. Like, what else do they do with their graveyard? Nothing, right? We're kind of worried about Grey Merchants and stuff, but not really. Evankar's Justice will end up getting us there. I don't want to take out any of our late game, any of our win conditions up here. So maybe I go down, like, shave a couple of these cards. Maybe I don't want to shave another Disfigure either. This isn't easy. Maybe I cut one Sire. Oh, Sire's really good against this deck too. Yeah, maybe I cut the other Pulse, because that was a little bit too cute, getting back the Thorn there. They might have land destruction. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Do you think they'll bring it in? That is a really good point. So we definitely shouldn't Voltron up one land and cut one Sprawl. I like that too. Do you think we should do anything? Should we make any concessions to keep in the Pulse of Morosity, do you think, Tassanara? I think there could probably be some arguments made to keep a Pulse in against this deck, because they're like mono removal. Their edicts like if we pulse back a Mirror or a Penumbra Spider, their edicts just don't do anything. So I think like pulses are almost okay in this matchup. But I don't know what they're better than, I guess. Like, I don't know. You think, yeah, I think we want one too. We'll probably find it. Maybe cut one star. Because it doesn't really matter how big Defiant Salvager is, I think. Maybe that's what we want to do. I could even cut a Plunder, but we're playing the costly Plunder deck. I think this is okay. Let's try it like this. Let's try it like this. We might get punished for leaving in the Evankar's Justice, but we'll see. If the game goes that late again, then it could just be exactly what we need. But yeah, you're right. The Sprawls are probably a good idea to come out. Wow, this is garbage. Yep, total garbage. Second match, and we got a little bit of or second round of match one. Got a little bit of mulligan decision. We're gonna mulligan. I forgot that I don't have infinite time. I think I'll keep this. I keep land heavy hands a lot of the time. I don't think we want our second Chainer's Edict right away. Let's go ahead and throw it over to them. They'll play land for turn, pass over to us. We're going to have infinite Mirror Sires on board. Keep those Kuumbaj witches busy. I wonder if they kept those in. Doesn't look like it. They might have like Geth's Verdicts or something. We're going to draw 1,000 lands. If this is 2 Mirror Sires and a Chainer's Edict for the first like 5 turns, this could end up being weak. That's all right. Put a forest on top, I guess. Play forest, edict your rats. Yeah. Edict your rats. Go to attacks. Go into the attacks. And swang. Thanks again for helping me post that link earlier, Tassanara. I was clueless for that. There's a shadow feed. Okay. That's interesting. Never seen that card before. Certainly interesting. Font of Return as well. What is going on? I am whelmed right now. Opponent's going for the play me until my clock runs out plan. There's a Gary, which really sucks because we're drawing 1,000 lands. Sack Evolving Wilds and probably just F6 through. We have 2 basics left in our deck. Yeah, we'll take 2. Sure. Opponent on the mono-black aggro plan, apparently. We draw another Evolving Wilds. Oh, this is awesome. This is like the best game of Magic I've ever played. Oh god, the beats. The beats are so bad. Do they have Disfigure here? I guess it doesn't. We have to. We're not doing anything. We're doing actual nothing here. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Tassanara. Alright, at least we got a couple bodies back for my trouble. Evankar's Justice, that's interesting. It kills both of our... It kills our dudes, but... It also kills their Phyrexian Rager? Like, do we get in for 2 and then Justice them? Or no? Yeah. I definitely will do that. This isn't an easy decision. I don't think I Evankar's Justice here, though. I think I'm going to wait until they commit some more... Commit a little more beef to the board. Or until we can, like, cast it, flashback cast it again. But then I shouldn't have attacked with my boys. Let's see what they play here. See if we can get another Phyrexian Rager out of the deal. Ah, that was so greedy. It's just another Gary. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, let's see. Wellspring. What do we got? Marauder. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Are we doing it? Are we gonna do it? I hope they don't have another Gary. If they have another Gary, it's so bad for us. We lose. That was so close. That was so close. Well, not really that close. We were pretty close to stabilizing, though. So I don't think they're on the LD plan. It seems like they're on the Gary plan. So if that's the case, should I don't know, natural states? It doesn't kill Font of Return anyway. Yeah, and they could just keep bringing their Garys back. Yeah. Yeah, it's never the first Gary. Those scary Garys, man. Scary old Garys bringing the Moments pieces for the mono black aggro map. Okay, let's update our record. Let's update our record. Getting a little slack. You get a 14 minutes on clock after a 10-minute game 1, and you just start freaking out and shouting at your chat. Oh, that was so loose. That was some looseness. All right, so I think we want at least 1 star for the Justices and for the digging. Duresses looked pretty bad there. Augur of Skulls is probably still good. Maybe I'll take out 1 Duress and go that way. See what that looks like. It was it might have been a mistake to keep that hand that I kept as well. Like, it could be a mistake to keep this hand. Oh, dude. It's so... I have so much trouble sending away... I have so much trouble sending away hands that have 5 lands in them. Because I know, like, you could draw lands and then be doing nothing for the rest of the game, but what if you don't? What if you draw action, right? I mean, I guess it's the same thing as if you draw lands. Ship it? You think I should ship it? Ship it means mulligan, right? I think I must agree with you. Yeah, let's see. This looks better. This looks playable. It looks kind of like our opening hand last game, but at least we have a Wellspring to even things out a little bit. Yeah. I'll keep this. If there's a land on top, I'll definitely leave it there. Seems good. And we're going to go untap land, Agar Wellspring, I guess. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold, so there might be some sniffles. There might be some honking. We're going to try to keep the honking to a minimum, but let's see what we can do. Let's turn the clock on. Pass it back. We got to play fast. Sign in blood, that's good. Okay, so if they're going to be signing in blood, I think we're going to play another Sire here. Got a couple of edicts for their first couple of threats, which feels good to me. But we're at risk of drying up pretty quick. So I think this Agar Wellspring is really going to have to pay dividends, which it certainly won't now. I guess it'll save us from that Chittering Rats a little bit, but We'll see if it actually pays dividends. It doesn't. And that's probably it. That's okay. That's okay. Thanks, Tassanar. I really appreciate you stopping in. Opponent's gonna get us to pitch a Chainer's Edict here to send you out. Hopefully you hear my victorious screeches after this. And mono black is mono blacking, as it would. Let's duress before we do anything else. See what they've got. Unearth. Yeah, I think we want to take care of that Unearth. Unearth, Shadow Overturn. Oh, whoa, man. Look at all these cards that are super bad for us. I think Font of Return is the scariest card, honestly. We'll Edict to them. And our next couple turns look a little bit better. They'll unearth. What are they going to unearth? Chittering Rats and Scrudra. Oh, man. Yeah, this is probably just another game. No, they're gonna. It looks like they'll unearth Phyrexian Rager and draw a card. I'm more okay with that, honestly. Unless they have another Chittering Rats in hand, and then we're pretty much in trouble. Yeah, there goes our Edict, or one of them anyway. They're gonna pass. Oh, we could really use land here, or like a costly Plunder, or even a Defiant Salvager, or like the majority of the other cards in our deck. We can trade with both of their creatures on board, which is something. There goes another Edict. I don't think we're getting there anytime soon. Yep. I guess this kind of speaks to like how higher variance decks can do better in the league setting. Oh God. It would be so good here. Our opponent isn't doing anything though, so I don't know. Maybe there's hope. Like land into Thorn, unless they know we have Thorn here. Or do they want to unearth? They probably want to unearth. So I think I'd rather have them unearth this. Go ahead and block like that. Heart of the cards. Please trade. They're gonna trade. We'll get a couple tokens. So I assume they have an unearth. We only have 4 top-end cards. Like, what? What is this? And they pass it back. There's another Mirror-Sire. No way. Mono Mirror-Sire draw. Sweet. Those Edicts aren't doing nothing against us, though. Yep, Victim of Night. We'll get another token. Turn goes back to them. Gary? Yeah, that's probably going to be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just, man, like 3 lands? How many draws have we had? Like, we've seen 13 cards out of our deck with 3 lands in them. I guess that's, like, fair enough. I think we're going to keep trading with Ragers here. Well, yeah, I think we have to, because we lose to them playing or unearthing further Chittering Rats. Triple block, just in case they have the Snuff Out. Just in case they have 2 Snuff Outs. Utopia Sprawl does nothing here. That's probably just it. I don't want to kill the Chittering Rats because they run unearths, and if they unearth us, yeah, but and now we are just dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we're gonna lose 6. So that's why I haven't been trading with the Chittering Rats. It's like obvious that maybe I should have. Maybe it is obvious. Maybe I should be listening to 1-800 type plays. I'm a little bleary-eyed, and I'm on 3 lands, and there's that forest that we need so badly. But that's just it. It would be like Utopia Sprawl before us, play a Thorn in the Black Rose, take 4 and die. So that's it. See you later, Mono Black Control. That was a couple of consecutive games with pretty poor mana. It seems okay. It doesn't seem great. Delver. Okay, so we probably want to disfigure that oh, Forest, though. This is not trivial. This isn't even a little bit trivial. So if it's mono blue Delver, and we don't do anything about Delver right now, they can play a ninja next turn, and that's probably just game. Because if they get a ninja down, like, I played this matchup a couple of times, and when they get a ninja down against us, it's bad news bears. I think ideally we get Jungle Hollow down here. I think this is what I want to be doing, but I don't think I can let them. I don't think I can let them to get down a ninja. Mind you, if they get down a ninja, we can hit them with Edict next turn. Yeah, okay, yeah. I am going to play Jungle Hollow. I'll let them draw one card. Just one. They mulliganed, so. I'm a nice, friendly player. You and your ninjutsu can get on in here and draw a card. Watch them have it. They always have it, right? Like, when have you ever played a Delver deck they didn't have the ninja? They might blind flip and then just not bother, though. No, so here he comes. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. They're trying to get us with that turbo tilt with the. What could they have here? Prohibit? Does this deck run Prohibit? I don't think it runs Prohibit. So let's cast a Utopia Sprawl on this here forest and have it tap for black for us. Tap and Chainer's Edict, our opponent. And F6, I guess. We played really slow in our first game in that mono black match, and we definitely don't want to fall victim to that again. No, this is kind of awkward. This is when Costly Plunder feels really weird, when it's not just straight up drawing you a bunch of cards. Oh, there's a Salvager. So we can play Salvager and leave up Disfigure? Yeah, maybe this is just straight up blue-red control. You're not in a hurry to play Hollow, though. You can go Swamp Disfigure, Forest Edict if need otherwise, Sprawl into Bounce Land turn 3. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I could have done a run of like untapped lands there and then. Yeah, it's not running Scred. So like they probably have a counter for this Defiant Salvager, and I really want it to resolve. So I almost think we just. I don't think we want to bounce our Hollow here either, though. Let's see. We don't really know what our opponent's on, and if we can get a threat out and they are gonna dirtle, I'd rather get it. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Okay. So what's this, like Spellstutter Sprite then? Like, what are they playing? There was no. Okay, so this could still be just blue-red Delver. Maybe it's Izzet Blitz. Izzet Blitz just won that. Izzet Blitz just won that challenge. Yeah, Brainstorm. Haven't seen an Ash Barrens yet. Could be Blitz. Got a good amount of instant speed removal. Don't know if it kills Kiln Fiends though. How much toughness does Kiln Fiend have? Pauper 101. This is kind of awkward too. This is another thing a Costly Plunder does. A little bit weirder than other things when you play it with Defiant Salvager. Like, I like to have 6 sacrifice effects. Oh, there's just a bolt, sure. I like to have 6 sacrifice effects in decks that are trying to exploit them. Okay, let's Jungle Hollow. Kind of running out of options here. Blitz doesn't run Brainstorm? Okay. So we'll pulse back Defiant Salvager end of turn. And at least that way, if we do draw into some action, we'll be able to force them to use their mana on their turn. They might not. They might just go let us gain the life and counter the Defiant Salvager again. Which, if I was in their shoes, I'd probably do the same. Yeah, so let's go to end of turn, see if they want to try countering this. We've seen just infinite. This kind of looks closer to blue-red control. Oops. Oh, I guess we're going to have to do a little bit of hemorrhaging of our mana. Yeah, so they are going to counter on the end of their turn. Oh, Dispel. Come on. Main deck Dispel. Who does that? Who friggin' does that? Oh, there's Thorn. They've got to have a counterspell, right? Like Ponder, Preordain, Brainstorm. How do they not have a counterspell? But if we can resolve it, I think we're doing pretty good. So we have lots of other stuff to do in our deck. I don't think we have to be waiting. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh. Oh, what did I say? Oh no, what did I say? Oh, do you run main deck dispels? I was just salty, okay? I was salty about them dispelling, and it made me upset, and I said the bad words. I might have cursed. I might have cursed about it. I was certainly ready to curse. You know, I was about to go bloody tome all up on that sentiment. Mere Sire. Okay, at least we got some stuff we can start sacking to costly plunders and not feel too bad about it. Get Taxian Probe's gonna look at her hand. Let's sacrifice Evolving Wilds in response. This is a little bizarre. Like, I don't know what this would be if it wasn't Izzet Blitz. Like, why are they playing... Yeah, main deck dispel is rude. Yeah, what are they playing? Like, Taxian Probe? Like, is it Blitz? Is it Blitz, but also, is it Blitz? And also, what's going on? Like, might actually be Counterburn. Okay. They, like, managed to retcon Young Pyromancer to a common. Digging for Archer. Oh, right. Yeah. Who did that this week? What's Creep Eevee did that this week, right? The blue-red Spellslinger, I think. That was his deck, right? Yeah, I think so. Creep Eevee. I like that guy. I don't know what it is. He's a humble dude. Plays Jank Brews. Opponent scoops it up. They can't beat the they can't beat the double costly Plunder Mere Sire draw, huh? I know how it feels, opponent. Know how it feels sitting across from that. Maybe they'll scoop the match. Okay, so I'm not used to playing this kind of control deck. I honestly, like, I've just never played this. I don't even know what are they playing. What are they playing? Duress and Augur are probably pretty good if we can, like, do something to stop them from fixing their draws or interacting with us in some meaningful way. So maybe we want to do, like, Duresses and Augurs or something. What do you guys think? Duresses, Augurs, does that sound good? Duresses, Augurs. Anybody? Bueller? Probably. This is what I have for control matchups. Doomblade, maybe? I don't think we need that. Like... Edicts probably aren't good. Yeah, I think Duress and Augur are probably good here. Yeah, okay. Duress for sure. On the way in. I don't think I want this many Edicts, right? That's a huge blowout if they just, like, negate or... negate doesn't get played in this format, but if they, like, counterspell a 7-mana Sack Your Delver or something. Evan Cars is out. Oh, yeah. Holy crap. Get out of there. I almost want to cut a Fangren Marauder or something. Like, I don't... But the life gain is something this deck needs. Like, we're playing from behind a lot of the time. Right, yeah. I just... Man, I know, right? So after I did the deck tech and stuff like that, I was kind of looking over it again, and I was like, wait a minute, there's only one Doomblade in my sideboard? And I have these 3 Disfigures. I think I just ran into a lot of, like, aggro decks, and I was just tired of dying to, like, what's that? The Bloodthirst one? Okay, so I think I'm going to go down 1 Edict because I can't deal with a 7-mana blowout like that. I think I want at least 1 Augur over a Pulse. And I can't take out the Penumbra Spiders. I think Thorn's really good here. I don't know if Lifecraft Cavalry is necessary. This is probably just, like, too cute, even. This might just be like, oh, it's the cutest. You played that 6/6 on turn 6 and it's got Trample. It's so cute. It's like, what's like an example from Magic's history that's 6/6 for 6 with Trample, but you had to do all this fancy stuff to do it. So maybe it's just too cute. Maybe I take out Lifecraft for another Augur. Maybe, but I feel like this deck might be the kind of deck we need finishers against too. It's tough. I didn't see a ton there. But oh man. Definitely Duresses. I think we got 5 seconds. Let's settle on this for now. We'll see how far we can take it, and then when we come back after next game, we'll decide. We will decide if we want to change anything else. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, geez. Oh, what's that? Super high tech win-loss record tech Jeff's using. I'm so glad you reminded me to take Evankar's Justice out. That would have been so awkward. That's happened to me on a couple of occasions where I was like, oh, talk about, speaking of awkward. You guys got a little flash of the real me there. So Rot Farm Ash Barrens on turn 1, and then cycle it for a forest and play Rot Farm. And then we'll still have 4 mana on turn 4. We can like Salvager and Disfigure a Delver if they get off to a fast start. But I don't know about that. If these are the only 2 lands we draw, we're done. We're dead. But I kind of like this hand otherwise. Like, this hand looks really good. Once we get a forest, we can start doing something. So I'm going to keep... We can play all those big cards we left in for some reason. Kirk, did you make your name pink on purpose? You kind of look like Watermelon Pop. You look, or like just watermelon flavor. Watermelon flavored Kirk. Ponder turn 1 is definitely something we want to see. Even though it's like a stupid powerful card. How's everybody doing tonight anyway? I'm so happy to have like my friends, my support group here. It's really great to see you guys. Oh, yes. Okay, sweet. So, yeah, sweet. I think that's sweet. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. But yeah, so this will go find us that forest we need. Oh, yes. Okay, so they're off to a little bit of a slow start too. I don't know that their late game is stronger than our late game. I don't really want to say that because I've played, you know, half a dozen matches with this deck, but I'm certainly happy that they're going a little bit slower than we are. So, okay, so we want to cycle this for a forest. That doesn't do anything either. Hold on. I think we just want to enchant this and get it to make black. I'm glad you're doing well, Kirk. That's good, dude. You're on the upswing now. You're feeling a little less sick. This will let us leave up Disfigure for their Delvers. They're going to fetch. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully we're providing Tass with a bit of Asmar. He said he was going to lie down. I think you're a he, Tass. I don't know. There was something about men and their mana screw or something. I don't know. I'm making some pretty blatant assumptions here. Opponent's going to have a little peek. Oh, are they going to scoop? They're going to scoop to the Defiant Salvager this time? Oh, baby. They sure didn't like what they saw last time. What's this? Mimic Cyclops. Okay, so it is some kind of blitz of sorts. I don't really know why they're playing straight into the Edict here, though. I guess they just want to try to keep us from doing anything this turn. Huh. So... It's just that I think Tass was European, like me, so your stream is late. Yeah, this is definitely later on in the evening for you guys. Absolutely. I'm in Eastern Canada, so I do kind of have the opportunity to get a bit of a mix, but yeah, we're finding lots of lands now. But I'm almost okay with that, right? Because now we're gonna get to do some pretty cool stuff. This already makes black mana. It's evening here. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm in New Brunswick, Canada. Which is... Oh. Oh, that's what you meant. I appreciate you staying up that late. You're into that time of night where I'm like, you know, it's pretty much self-deprecating for me to still be conscious. Chainers. I did not sequence that correctly at all. But I don't think it's super important. We have a lot of paths to untapped mana next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yep. We have a lot of paths to untapped mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't flashback Chainer's Edict next turn, but we'll bounce a land with Golgari Rot Farm. Maybe we'll play a Salvager. Yeah, it is Blitz. It ended up being Blitz after. I don't. Maybe I have like a. Maybe I have a really big delay on my chat tonight. You should let me know. I'm not sure. I'm running a little bit more than I usually do on my network, so that could be doing it. Kiln Fiend. Okay. So let's try to disfigure it on the end of their turn. I hate these decks, man. It's like they that's probably a counterspell. Yep. Dispel? Spell Pierce? Oh, I'll feel so bad if it's Spell Pierce. Oh my goodness. We could have left the mana up for that. No, I don't want to pay 2 for Spell Pierce, you friggin'. No. Okay, alright, so we have to play Rot Farm this turn. We're probably gonna have to do some chumping. We don't want to do it like that. We'd like to leave out Costly Plunder too. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we can't get up to as much mana as we want to while still leaving up Costly Plunder, but I guess we'll soak up some of the trample damage. I made that mistake before, doing greedy things and just letting our opponent get away with blitzing right over us. I know there's some ways to describe that, but I'm pretty sure all of them are like super offensive racial euphemisms. And then I'm a careful guy, you know. I try to be conscious of what I'm saying. So let's not pick up our Utopia Sprawl land. Just float mana so that I'm not stupid about it, even though it's just going to empty anyway. And let's just hope they don't play a creature. How about that? How about they don't play a creature this turn, and everything's fine. Yep. Okay. Yeah. This is obviously just going to be like cantrip, cantrip, cantrip. Temur Battle Rage. Hit you for 20. Let's F6. Pro black. Yeah, we're dead. I like that they're gonna let us get a free win off of them, though. That's pretty nice. I'll take that. Yeah, sure. Just hit us, man. Just do it. Evolving Wilds. Yes, dude. For our, like aerial volley. Just playing around aerial volley. Okay, so yeah, Doomblade probably should have come in the first place. Maybe even Doomblade over. I don't know. I still think Pulse is kind of good. What's too slow? Lifecraft Cavalry is way too slow. I think that was too cute. That was that was way too cute. Natural State's not going to do it. Moment's Peace is a cute little trick. I kind of think Augur is worse now. I think Duresses are still fine. Augur is probably worse. And maybe take out, like, we want as many blockers as we can get. I might even take out one Penumbra Spider. It's got a big butt on it, though. It's got a real big butt. But then again, Thorn of the Black Rose is a great blocker as well. The Penumbra Spider can put 4 toughness in the way twice. So I think that's good enough. You can get it back with Pulse of Marasa. Yeah, this sideboard plan looks a lot different. Maybe that's why they scoop so early. Maybe I'm greasing them a little bit hard for scooping so early because they didn't give us enough information. We sideboarded badly, and then they beat us. They beat us into the dirt. They took us and they grounded our face into the dirt a little bit, and they're like, "You like that, punk? Huh? Take 20. Take 20. Team Battle Rangers straight to the face for 20." And it felt bad. It felt really bad. And looking back on it, looking back to when the Temur Battle Rage hit us for 20 in the face, I wouldn't do it again. Gonna try not to do it again. All right, game 3. Game 3 versus Izzet Blitz. We got a really slow hand again. We have instant speed removal and a couple of ways to thin our deck. If that's any consolation, we have the forest if we need it. Doesn't really do anything, but we can at least do a little bit of digging with Chromatic Star, so I don't know. I really don't know. If we don't do anything for a couple of turns against this deck, then we just lose. So that's really bad. But at least we can turn 1 fetch with Evolving Wilds and have an untapped Black Source next turn for instant speed removal. You know what I mean? We have a blocker too. But that won't matter. They can just get a super quick kill. I think we'll have to keep it because Disfigure at least shuts down Kiln Fiend. They'll have to have like a combination of Nivix Cyclops and a bunch of stuff, and we'll have to draw just like nothing for a few turns. Date that win-loss again. We took a loss there. We certainly did. Took a punching, and we draw a Chromatic Star. We had a Chromatic Star that I was shuffling around my hand and forgot about because I changed my win-loss thing. Now, how do we go? Maybe, okay, so maybe I should be learning like some next level stuff. How could we have gone about trying to trick our opponent into thinking we didn't have Disfigure there? Probably not fetching for Swamp on turn 1. Maybe I should have played turn 1 Forest, because there's nothing they could do that turn to really disrupt us. I don't think Mirror Sire is that important this turn. I think we're going to Chromatic Star, leave up Disfigure, and we'll probably even Disfigure a Flip Delver. Like, the further we are from 0, the better. Don't blind. Don't do it. Okay, good. It's funny because I'm a little less scared that, I know we have the Disfigure now. I'm a little less scared of this deck because it doesn't have Ninja of the Deep Hours. That card is such a beating. Like, that card is exhausting to play against. It really is. Is this Ninja? Watch. No, okay, it's not Ninja. That wasn't the low-key call. All right, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the black-green, the costly Golgari mid-range. I hope it's doing it for you. Huh. So I think we go untap Forest, try to resolve a Wellspring, leave up Disfigure. They know we have Disfigure in our hand, so they're probably going to leave up Counter Magic for it. But if they want to keep leaving up mana, that's good news for us. We're not doing a whole lot of stuff over here. I'm kind of enjoying that that I have this opportunity to just lull my European chat to sleep, you know? It's nice. I'm glad you've given me the privilege to do that. Did they Okay, Brainstorm, sure. So they have Dispel. Do I want to get rid of Dispel now? Probably. Yeah, I definitely do, right? Yeah, I want them to tap out so that we can Salvager, sack Wellspring next turn. No, that's not good. Here comes the Delver. All right, so let's try to Disfigure. Unless they're trying to bait out the Disfigure this whole time. Yeah, like I said, I'm not the tightest for, yeah, so they were trying to bait out the Disfigure. So that's probably just game. That's probably just it. Let's play out the Salvager. Sack our Wellspring. Do a bit of praying. Find a costly Plunder. That's not the worst thing we could have found, but I really don't know. I really don't know here. They're going to definitely kill this. They can probably just win next turn. I don't see a ton of ways where... I don't see a ton of games where they're playing Gitaxian Probe into... Yeah, they probably wouldn't have made it at the Disfigure either. This is going to be a big kitty. Here comes the kitty. I used to think kitty decks were talking about this, and I was like, you know, I really want my girlfriend to play Magic, and she really likes cats, so maybe I'll get her to play kitty. And I was like, but Kiln Fiend doesn't look like a cute kitty. And then I found out that it being Kiln Fiend had nothing to do with kitties at all, and then I gave up. Yeah, you don't come around here no more. You're not sleeping anytime soon. Now that you say that, I'm just picturing you as like two kind of like delinquent little brothers. You're like huddled around the stream, and you're like, yuck, 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 yuck. We're getting mom tonight. The lights off, but we got our cell phone here, and they have it. Wait, is that it? Is that it? Okay, so we're gonna block 3. We'll take 7. We're only going to 2 here. Oh wait, no, we're taking 20. See you later, Izzet Blitz. Have a great night. But here we go. Game 1 against Tron for round 3. And looks like we will be playing a tap land because this Disfigure is probably not going to do anything. They're going to map. We're going to hollow. Thorn is pretty good against these decks, depending on what the flavor is. The Turbo Fog versions just basically dirtle better than we do. Like that's almost undeniable. And you know what? I don't want to fetch with this Ash Barrens. because I want to draw my 4th land. I don't want to thin. 3 mana doesn't get us anywhere next turn necessarily. I guess it'll let us take out a Muldrifter. That's kind of bizarre that they searched with Expedition Map and then didn't play their Tron land. Like, are we getting next leveled right now? Are we getting next level? But yeah, that's totally reasonable. Bobrick, it's like we probably could have and should have played a version. Yeah. I think swapping in 2 Vault of Whispers is low cost and can grow your Scavenger, or fail case a costly Plunder. Yeah, I think you're right too. And we've even been in that position a couple of times tonight where we just had buttloads of lands and a costly Plunder in hand. It'll help it be a little less awkward. Can't do anything about the Seagate Oracle. We're going to... I don't think we're even going to Chainer's Edict it next turn. I think we're just going to play out Thorn. And... or no, so okay, so let's pulse back Ash Barrens right now. Because it's probably about as good as it's going to get. And play out Ash Barrens, play out Thorn. And hope we can get there. Cross our fingers. But anyway, yeah, Bobrick. We were Bob Brick. Am I pronouncing that right? Can I get it in writing? We were in that position even a couple times tonight where we were just flooding out, or we didn't have a lot of action going on, and like lo and behold, there was the costly Plunder and just nothing to do with it, right? Okay, so we will disfigure like this. And then Chainer's Edict like this. And then Jungle Hollow. Like right now, I probably... Well, like we're almost there. Like we have 6 drops, right? So we probably after we get our 6th mana... Oh, that's a good draw. Probably after we get our 6th mana... No! After we get our 6th mana, we'll want to... I'm good. Okay. I wasn't sure. I might have had to get you to spell it out for me in cursive. I can do that from time to time, you know? It's just, I wonder if we Bojuka Bog right now. I think we do, because they're going to get Tron next turn. They're probably going to Pulse Marasa one of these back. So let's disfigure the Muldrifter first. Bojuka Bog away their graveyard. Play Penumbra Spider to block future Muldrifters. And peg in. Yeah, this is... we're getting to that point, Bobrick, where I probably sacrifice a land for... Especially where we have this extra mana coming through. I would sacrifice a land to draw a couple of cards. That might even be just like a better mode for Costly Plunder. It's like sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards. I like the sounds of that now that you're suggesting and I'm saying it. It sounds pretty freaking good to me. It sounds real nice. Okay. Opponent playing about infinite mana. This is where the tables can turn really badly. Like either it can stay in our favor somehow, or we can manage to kind of pull through. But we kind of have to play our spells aggressively. We can't really do a whole lot of... We can do a little bit of dirtling around, but we don't want to do a lot of it. Let's tap like this. Leave up a couple mana for Costly Plunders. In response to the removals, and we'll Rot Farm back the Bojuka Bog to use at a later convenience, and we'll get in with our creatures. I'm almost thinking like, and this is kind of just another example of how I'm fairly new to very complex formats. Like there are lines of play that I won't consider that would include sacrificing Penumbra Spider to Costly Plunder because 2 cards are worth more than the first version, like Penumbra Spider, not token version. Do you know what I mean? Like I think there are definitely cases where that's just better. I don't really know what our opponents... Oh, yes. Oh, do it. He needs some number of basic swamp for Ash Barrens or Evolving Wilds. I'm not sure what the ratio is, but I think a couple are free. Yeah, I think so too. And you know what? I totally agree. Like this, if this gets countered, it looks pretty bad. Sorry, that wasn't part of me agreeing. I do totally agree. There's definitely a few places we could sneak one in. You do need a lot of forest though, and it's kind of nice being able to hold up Disfigure on turn 1. We've got a ton of mana now. What do we want to do? We just want to leave up 2 mana for Plunder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't play Fangren Marauder, which is a little bit awkward. So let's just Voltron up a... Well, we don't really want to do that, but it doesn't really matter. So let's Voltron up our forest, our 1 forest. Get it to add black mana. Voltron up the forest again. Voltron. Hope you guys are fans of that show, because I've used the word Voltron like 100 times tonight. Excuse the sniffles, guys. Excuse the sniffles. Just getting over a cold. Trying to do my best. Do my best to continue to entertain through the snifflies. Lifecraft Cavalry. Oh, baby. This is a 1-2 punch that I really like. And I was playing Lifecraft Cavalry before, because they're like, oh, geez, sure thankful I dealt with that. You're watching Voltron before I came on? Sweet. Is it just as cool as I remember? Are they still incredible space explorers? Say they want to use some mana to counter our Lifecraft Cavalry. Do this. What do you think? Condescend? Big dirty condescend? Let us cast a Fangren Marauder? Come on. Come on, big dirty condescend. No, you're gonna let it go. Okay. So I think they would counter that, right? What are they gonna do to it instead? Ghostly Flicker? Like, we gotta close this out, right? So do we force the Fangren Marauder through here? I think we do, right? So let's play it on tap forest. Try to play Fangren Marauder. Did I just call him Ghostly Marauder? I'm getting so excited. These matchups, usually they're so friggin', you feel so hopeless. Let's see if they've got it. They do. Okay. No, they're going to sack Expedition Map. Oh, baby. All right. They get a Haunted Fengraph. We play out a Chromatic Star and pass. So are they going to Fengraph in, like, Muldrifter? We can just Edict it. Are they going to do a bunch of bouncing? These Tron turns are crazy. Like, they're just absolutely bananas. I don't really know what's going to happen here. I think I'll cycle a Baron more. Eldrazi. Yeah, I have a feeling there might be some Eldrazi coming too. We can't, like, instant speed Bazooka Bog. We can sacrifice Chromatic... Well... Let's go to get in. Let's try to get in. See what they do. I feel like they wouldn't have just got Haunted Fengraph for no reason, right? Like, why did they get Haunted Fengraph? Moments Peace. That's ridiculous. Okay. You will find peace. And I don't think we Bazooka Bog this turn. I think we well, and then they can Moments Peace in response next turn. So maybe we want a Moment's Peace, get rid of Moment's Peace now and hope they don't have another. Let's Bazooka Bog now. Let's Bazooka Bog now. Try to help us out with this this Moment's Peace plan. We'll draw 3 off of Costly Plunder at the end of their turn. What's this? You gonna flicker Prophetic Prism? Impulse. Okay, sure. You can Impulse. For now, it's just Moment's Peace. Yeah. Rolling Thunder is coming. And, man. Playing these Tron decks is so hard. I think I say this a lot, but it kind of feels like, there's Teachings. What do they get with Teachings? Pulse? Moment's Peace, probably. Right? It's gonna be Moment's Peace. Playing against Tron is like taking a really hard test in school. You just like, you kind of have no idea what you're doing. You hope you're getting the right answers. You aren't always. Would you sure hope you're doing the right thing? What's this? Mnemonic wall. Okay. What's that going to get back? Mystical teachings? It's going to get back impulse. Okay. What are you digging for? Rolling thunder, right? We're going to pass the turn, so let's try to get them to tap a bit of mana here, huh? So let's do this. Sack our Chromatic Star. Fangor Marauder will trigger. We're going to gain some life. We'll draw a Thorn. Draw some cards. I think I'm going to hold back creatures a little bit now. That was a really good point about the Rolling Thunder. We don't just want to walk straight through into that. Okay, so that's all we want to do end of their turn. Let's see what they think about Chainer's Edict. They probably have another Moment's Peace in hand. Yep. Okay, play out Evolving Wilds to do some thinning, and attack into the next Moment's Peace. Here it comes. Fogged out. At least slow rolling the Moment's Peace. Come on, with the Rubbins, opponent. With the Rubbins. Moment's Peace. Okay. Yep. And Impulse. I'm going to F6. Timing out is a legitimate concern against this deck. Our only hope now is that they play Tron slower than we play this weird dirtily draw our entire deck. Yeah, like they're on the mill plan and they're doing it right. They're doing a pretty good job of the mill plan. What do you got for us? What are you going to do? Are you acting a fool, opponent? Oh, flashing back mystical. Whoa, that was wild. Flashing back mystical teachings. Here it comes. What are you going to get? How many Moments Pieces does this deck run? 1 billion? 2 billion Moments Pieces? Oh, God, okay. Sure glad we got this Disfigure in hand, huh? Are you just going to do the value flicker? Get it back with Demonic Wall next turn? Sure are. No, you're going to use Pulse Marasa. Okay. Where's the Dinrova horror to eat my dreams? Right? Wouldn't that be cool? If they... Yeah, I know, right? We don't have any other way to bounce it. We do have another Bojuka Bog in our deck, though. There's Mnemonic Wall. Sure, nothing we can do about that. Sure is nothing we can do about that. We can let them Moments Piece it back to their hand 100 times. Or let them Pulsive Marasa it back to their hand 100 times. If we draw another Bog, like, that's our out, right? Like, if we draw another Bojuka Bog off the top somehow. There's Small Drifter. I'm gonna kill that. Oh, they're evoking it, okay. Sure. You may invoke your Muldrifter. Oh, the shenanigans. No, you don't. I think they're further on the mill plan than we are. And what do they get back? Do they get back Pulse Marasa, or do they get back Ghostly Flicker here? What did they get back? Oh my goodness. I didn't even see. I didn't even look, guys. What did they get back? To the chat. It's just like Ghostly Flicker, targeting Mnemonic Wall, targeting Ghostly Flicker, targeting Mnemonic Wall. They got Ghostly Flicker back, guys. Moments Piece in the bin. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be Bojuka Bog off the top. And Bojuka Bog, that ain't. Yeah. Pulse is already in hand, yeah. Wait, what did I say? Oh, now he has both. Yeah, great. Right. Oh, Haunted Fenograph is still in his hand. Guys, I'm like delirious. This is crazy. Oh, I hate playing Tron so much. But I don't think Edict does anything here. I think we just have to hope to draw instant speed removal off the top of our library. Let's at least make them use the Moments Piece, right? I don't think they have to. Yeah, they certainly don't have to. They're just letting the Mnemonic Wall die for kicks. But then they're going to Moment's Peace, so it won't die. What is going on? What is Tron? Why? How do they even win? They're just going to Rolling Thunder us for 24? 34? Okay. Yep, you're going to save your Moment's Peace. So I'm smart. I'll have you know that I do have another Bazooka Bog in here, and when I find it, somebody's going to get hurt real bad. Real bad. You are going to Pulse the Mole Drifter. That you will. Gain some life. I draw Mirror Sire. The noble, noble Mirror Sire. They do Dirtle forever, Kirk. They're the Dirtle Kings. If there was an ice cream shop that Tron made, and it sold Urza's Tower, Urza's Power Plant, and Urza's Mine flavored ice creams, it would be called Dirtle King. And they would have Dilly Dally bars and Moments Pizza Treatza. That's what's happening right now. That is literally what's happening. All right. Bazooka Bog or bust. I think we're almost just going to scoop soon, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're probably just going to scoop soon. Don't see a ton of reason not to. I think I'm going to scoop. Should I scoop? I should probably scoop, right? Nah, let's make him play it out. Let's make him play it out. I wouldn't say I'm doing well, man. They're in a commanding position here. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I am doing okay. Maybe I am doing okay. Maybe everything is fine. Well, it's going to take 8. Or are they going to Moment's Peace? Are they going to Moment's Peace? Is it time to Moment's Peace? They're going to Ghostly Flicker? Okay. Sure. Probably should have Chainer's Edict did then. Maybe I'll do some Chainer's Edicting now? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. He's not doing well. See, it's so hard for me to tell. I'm glad that you guys are here. I can get these back with pulses if I have to. The thinning is just worth it. All right, let's start edicting then. I like that advice. Maybe that's Tron's like secret tech. It's like you feel so garbage when you're playing against it that you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna give up. Okay, we need 3 more mana. Don't have any instant speed removal to count on. And F6 right through, draw a card. Still holding back a couple of creatures. I guess we could have played Mirror Sire there. They're gonna pulse, gain a bit of life. We draw an Evolving Wilds. 1 basic left in our deck. Signet. I wasn't cracking the wilds. I wasn't really thinking. I left a wilds there for the revolt creature. But then I realized that we could just pulse back. We could just pulse back the land that we needed. So it was just loose play. go ahead and bring that up if you see me doing that. Playing loose. It's I'm known for it. I know myself for it anyway. I'm a self-aware loose player. And are they going to pulse again? I think they're going to pulse again. They've kind of got the loop going, right? Like that's why this is tough, because you never know. And we have the revolt creature on the battlefield. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm delirious. It's this cold and the, the lack of sleep. No wonder I'm having a hard time against Tron. All right, they're just going to pass and discard a hand size. Forbidden Alchemy. All right, Costly Plunder is a pretty good draw. I think that means we're going to... Yeah, because we can Bazooka Bog next turn. Yeah, so let's play out a land, play out Mirror. Costly Plunder Mirror. Get a token, gain some life. Yep. There is a Bazooka Bog. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have played a land there. Yeah, and then we'll Edict. Maybe we shouldn't Edict now. Maybe we should wait till next turn to use our Edict. Because we're going to Bazooka Bog them? No, let's do it now. Try to get them to use the Moments Piece. Man, this is so hard. So they're going to use Moments Piece this turn, right? Yeah, there's no sense just, like, giving them a reason not to use it, I guess. See what they have to say about that. They're going to Moments Piece. They're all going to Moments Piece. You have nothing to say about that. So I almost think maybe we like hold the Bazooka Bog until they play the next Moments Piece. Yeah, we're doing a pretty great job of milling ourselves. You're totally right. And they're going to Pulse back the Mnemonic Wall. We're going to draw a card. It's a Costly Plunder. But yeah, I'm so confused as to what I'm supposed to do here. Pulse, or Mnemonic Wall is going to go back Pulse. Is Pulse going to get back Muldrifter? No. Okay. So they'll probably Pulse in response to our Bazooka Bog. Right? Yeah. Let's go to attacks. See if we can get a cut. See if we can get a Moments Piece in there. Nice. Okay, so we'll bog this away at least. But how many... Do they run 4 main deck Moments Pieces? Like, we can't beat 4 main deck Moments Pieces, can we? We're going to mill out. They're going to take nothing. Okay, so let's Mirror. And play a Jungle Hollow. Whoops. Play a Jungle Hollow. I know, right? I'm not going to use this. I won't use this Costly Plunder. Pass. Here's another Mirror. I think the only thing we can really do for ourselves now is just try to play as tight as we can. Okay, so let's Shainer's Edict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is kind of a tall order considering. Playing as tight as we can is like... They're going to sacrifice. Let's Bazooka Bog. They're going to flash back their Moments Piece. They'll probably try to get something back. Pulse. I think this is about as good as this Bazooka Bog is going to get, though. Maybe we should have done it second main phase last turn. Yeah, we should have done it second main phase last turn. That's where... That was it. That was the play. It was second main phase last turn. Crap. And now we know. It's all about learning here at Possibly Pauper Playable, you know? When you don't play decks with Bazooka Bogs, sometimes you gotta learn how to play decks with Bazooka Bogs. But we are forcing them to play with the 7 cards they have in their hand, so let's see what they've got. Do they have another way to prevent a bunch of damage next turn? What cards do we even have left in our deck? There's all our Disfigures, all of our Chainer's Edicts. Yeah, like I think we could pretty much on lands. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if they have another Moment's Peace or not. Like, they very well may. We can pretty safely just F6 here. Yeah, I think unless they just had another one in hand, I think that was probably what we do. It was second main phase a couple of turns ago. We should have done it like right after they snapped it off during combat. It wasn't really getting any better than that. So I think we should have edicted and then Moment's Peace right there. Now they're going to Rolling Thunder our board. Right after I committed just about everything out of sheer frustration. See, it's like I said, it's like taking a test in high school, you know? Playing against Tron is like that really hard test you didn't study for, where you're like, man, I've seen all these cards before. Yeah, you know, like Mystical Teachings and Muldrifters and Retrogryphs and, you know, like Pulse Marasa. Yeah, Ghostly Flicker. Yeah, I know those cards. Yeah. And then you start making some answers. You start doing the answers, and then you get your grade back, and it's like, do not pass go. Do not collect $1 at all. No dollars. Opponent's going to Wrath our board. Good on you. We're still going to get in for 3 next turn, so help me God. Oh, this is pure savagery. You know, I kind of feel like having less friends, so I'm going to build this deck and learn how to play it. Honestly, that might not even be the worst. That might not even be the worst. Oh, turn off the auto yields. It might not be the worst thing to just pick up one of these decks and play through it. Did you see that? I was like stumbling for my mouse. It's like, oh, I gotta get the Fangren Marauder. And they're gonna flashback the Rolling Thunder. Oh, we drew a Fangren Marauder anyway, see? Everything works out in the end. Let's just do it main phase. Why not? We're having fun here. Possibly Pauper playable land. Where is he? Fangren Marauder. Maybe there's no point. Maybe I'm just wasting time. Play Fangren Marauder. And go to combat. And swing with the team. F6. Look how fast the game is moving now. Opponent takes 11. We draw Colony Garden. Our one of Colony Garden. Oh, God, no. Oh, you're right. The Rolling Thunder. Oh, that was so stupid. Oh my God, that was so stupid. Oh, no. What am I doing? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even drink. This is just like, I'm just obviously incredibly bad at this. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, turtle your way to whatever kind of victory you see fit, opponent. You deserve it. Yep. There we go. Oh, God. Our clock, no! The stack! I just got this new monitor, and I don't know what to call it, but like the hitbox of where my mouse goes into oh my God, how many times can I cast Evangar's Justice? Okay, let's attack first. Let's think about this. Is this it? Could we do it like this? They're gonna take 3, down to 9. How much mana do we even have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. What is this fresh hell? Alright, fine. That one of Evankar's Justice. And I don't know how many prohibits they were on, but that was a pretty timely prohibit in the last 6 cards of their deck. Or last 10 cards of their deck, sorry. Oh, I thought we had it there for a second. I really thought we had it there for a second. Mole Drifter, okay. Mole. I really thought that was gonna be it. There's Defiant Salvager. I can't play these Wellsprings because the one thing our deck wanted to do, and you've ruined that for us, Marasatron. I was like, hey Marasatron, I'd like to draw approximately a million cards in a game, and they were like, you know what, Jeff, you draw your million cards, and you know what we're gonna do with you drawing those million cards? We're gonna kill you with it. We're gonna kill you with it, just like those cigarettes, you know. You want to do it, and you think it looks cool drawing a bunch of cards, but then you die. And then how do you feel? Sending a message. Moments piece? Number 4? No. No moments piece number 4. They're gonna take 3, go down to 5. We draw Utopia Sprawl. We have to discard a hand size. Let's discard these Ichor Wellsprings that aren't doing anything. Pass. Another Ichor Wellspring. Might as well try to play our threats into the Jillian mana. No, I guess they don't have counters. I guess I kind of made them want to... Maybe, yeah, I know. That's kind of what I was hoping. I was like, swing with everything, give them the Monarch, win the game. Maybe they'll force us to draw? Is this Moment's Piece? Yeah, they had it the whole time. They had it the whole time. Yep. That's game. Okay, I can scoop now. All right. Duresses are probably good here. Nah, it was like, I know they run 4 moments pieces, like, and I knew they had another one, and I thought they had some counter magic too. But honestly, Bob Rick, you're probably right. I was obviously making mistakes on board. I had no idea what I was doing. Like, you know, I'm a little under on sleep. I'm a little under on what to do against Tron. Just, yeah. I think Disfigures are probably good. I mean, I might as well bring in another Evankar's Justice if the game's going to go that long. Throne of the Black Rose killed us last game. Lifecraft Cavalry is surprisingly good in this matchup. Augur of Skulls is probably pretty good if they get low on cards. They get down on cards, are probably in pretty good shape. Yeah, Nihil Spellbomb, absolutely. Maybe we go down the Pulse of Marasas. The life isn't super important. We might even go down the Fangren Marauders. But an early Fangren, I want 1, because if we can, like, if we just luck into drawing 1 and beating down with it early, that feels pretty good. I don't think we want to draw that many cards. Like, do we take out... I think we do take out Chromatic Stars anyway. No. Maybe we shouldn't. Get Justice. Well, they're only to cast early Evankar's Justice main deck, so they really only help a lot with that. That's what they're best at doing. And getting greedy and drawing 3 cards with Costly Plunder is apparently going to kill us here. Thorn over Pulse. Pulse can get you back 1 of your kill conditions. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Bring in Moment's Piece and show him who's the control deck. Like, start casting Moments Pieces in response to their Moments Pieces. How do you like me now, opponent? 1 Plunder and a Star or 2 and keep all Fangren Impulse. Okay. Okay. We are the costly Plunder deck, but I believe you. I don't think we need that many costly Plunders. We'll probably end up drawing a Salvager to dig us out with a Wellspring. Yeah, I did feel a little weird cutting like that. Oh yeah, I'll just go like gifts, get Dispel. If I don't draw a Fangren Marauder by turn 2, then it's gonna go really badly. This doesn't do anything against this deck. This does like actual nothing against this deck. All right, let's spin. Finding nothing. I mean, the Thorn of the Black Rose milled us out last game. Do you know what the secret tech is? Mulliganing so that we have more cards in our library. In the end, the 1 extra card a turn decked us. But it felt pretty good, huh? Did it not feel pretty good? Let's try to undo a couple of mulligans here. Yeah, live by the thorn, die by the thorn, eh? Isn't that just the way things go? A little unfortunate that it had to turn out like that. I'm gonna go get double green with this, because we'll need it. And pass. Nothing we can do with our mana here. Let's see what else Tron's got for us today. Let's see what more tear-inducing, horrible feelings can come from this. Jungle Hollow. Okay, that doesn't do much. Let's get a Mirror Sire out there. I think playing fast is what's going to do anything for us today. Right now. Or like maybe winning a game really quick. Finding the F6 button as fast as possible. He sideboarded in 15 creatures. Imagine. And like Bobrick was totally serious. Is like, Tron's on the backup creature plan, dude. Okay, let's draw a billion cards. Oh wait, no, hold on. Hold on. I think we cast Penumbra Spider here, right? Yeah. Do they prohibit with Kicker? They don't. No. Okay, so let's Penumbra Spider. And that way at least we've got some pressure. Maybe we can try to win this game fair and squaresies. I think they did leave up Prohibit there. Yeah. You're speaking the real truth, Bobrick. It's like, I'm like, yeah, man, Thorn of the Black Rose totally killed us. Huge deck building mistake. But it was really it was really just me playing super badly. All right, so let's see what our opponent's got here. If this is Mnemonic Wall, we'll fire off the Spell Bomb. I think we're gonna we might fire off the Spell Bomb anyway. Dinrova Horror. Good God. Good Dinrova Lear, dear Lord. Pulse? Pulse. And what do you got? Muldrifter. Okay. You do. You Muldrifter, you. Doesn't look good for our heroes, guys. I guess we can block with all our creatures, and I already played my land for turn, huh? Looks like we're chomping in Rova Horrors all day. We really should have brought in that Moment's Piece. Oh God. The lock is imminent. Make this guy target first friend. You're spiking my blood pressure. What first friend? I have friends? Guys, you should know that I don't know how to do this. I gotta go to Tron school. I seriously have to go to Tron school. Oh, crap. Prohibit. You got it? Got to prohibit? Sure do, huh? That's all right, Kirk. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you hanging out for a little while. We're probably gonna lose this match in typical me fashion. I really gotta start focusing while I'm doing these Tuesday night streams. I am learning. I am absolutely new to competitively playing in this format. I was one of the just for fun people, and I was always like, man, why are people playing all these tier 1 decks? And now I'm like super happy to sit down next to like blue black control in the just for fun room. Like finally, a reprieve. I don't think Evankar's Justice is good enough here. I'm not gonna be able to pump fake with the Penumbra Spider and get them to block with the Wretched Griff. See if we can't get ourselves out of a tight spot here. Maybe we should just play a blocker. I think that's probably better. Let's play a blocker. Okay. Yeah, like I don't expect these decks to be super good. I was hopeful for this one. My first game against Mono Black Control really early on, I kind of highlighted exactly what I wanted to be doing with it. It really exemplified the kind of tech I was going for. But yeah, these Tron decks, it's like a personal thing too. Like I managed to say somewhat well composed in other matches, but I don't know, man. These fog decks, I have to go to like counseling or something to play against the Dinrova Horror Tron deck. It just seriously is so tilting for me, and I don't know why. Like so tilting for me. And you know what? See, it seriously is like that is part of it. Like I just don't play against this deck often enough. Like, do you guys have any suggestions for that? Like, if you have this deck, yeah, maybe I am. Like, if I get down that early Monarch, like maybe I am, right? Yeah. And if it's my like tilting out against this deck and as a consequence not practicing very well against it, like when I would come across it in the tournament rooms, the practice rooms, I would just like, you know, I would just be like, well, yeah, can't do it. Play this matchup a couple times. Feel like it's pretty bad. Let's see if they'll sacrifice a creature for us, huh? And then we'll just F6 through. What do they sack here? What do they sack here? I do think this has legs too. That's the thing, is like I don't think it's like, this is certainly not the worst thing I've come up with, and so I'm hopeful. Maybe somebody can break it. Maybe it'll get out there. It'll get out there in the world, and somebody will break it. Entourage might come out. Entourage the show as well. Entourage of Trest, but also Trest. You get to a real match. Is it like bad etiquette to like let them time out? Because I don't know that we're gonna lose on board. If they're gonna play with the Tron, they gotta play faster. We're not locked. Like if we were locked, then I probably would. If I see like Mnemonic Wall Ghostly Flicker, then I don't have a way out of that. Yeah, maybe I will. But right now, gonna make him do it. Gonna reduke him. But yeah, like I said, Ghostly Flicker, Mnemonic Wall, that'll be it. I think we deserve it at that point. That is what this deck's trying to do. It's trying to lock us out of the game. And if you can lock us out of the game, then good for you. You have done it. What do you got? What is this? Rolling Thunder for the kill. Okay. So that's it. GG's, Tron. See you on the next one. And now you're going to make me wait? Yeah, there it is. All right. Sweet. This hand looks pretty okay. If we draw something off this Wellspring. But at least we have Baron War if we don't. And then our opponent's like going to be on burn, and we're just going to be like, oh, we're dead now. If they're on burn, at least they're down to 4. Or down to 5. Glad I kept that 7 now. Oh my goodness! And this is going to be the night where I lose to 1 land spy. I appreciate that, Bob Rick. I really do. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. And that's kind of why I do this. And I have been doing this for a long time. Like, and man, I'm sure glad I'm doing this, you know, a couple years after I started brewing janky decks with new cards, because boy was I ever bad. You should have seen my Bloodbriar deck, man. It was yeah. All right, well, let's start hitting our opponent before they kill us with with a frickin' misery or whatever, haunting misery. Or do they just scoop to Jungle Hollow? Let's see if they scoop to Jungle Hollow. No, they're not scooping to Jungle Hollow. That's good. At least we got that going for us. I guess they saw it with their earlier Gitaxian probe. This is should stop trash talking. You know, the games that I trash talk, those are the games. Those are the games where our opponent comes through and they're like, you want to trash talk, opponent? Just watch me beat you up with this haunting misery. Just let me haunting misery you right in the face. Okay, so I'm gonna Evolving Wilds, crack Evolving Wilds to do some thinning, and just play 1 Wellspring this turn. I'm not in that much of a hurry. Maybe I should be. There's another deck I've never played against, which really speaks to the diversity of the format. It also speaks to the lack of diversity in the practice rooms. But you like, I like the practice rooms a lot. Like, don't get me wrong. I love playing in the practice rooms. You can find me there on weeknights. Just drop in, say hello, get this commentary in before the stream. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Just like get in the chat, in the chat during our games, and let me know. But yeah, in the practice rooms, you face a lot of like Stompy, and you face a lot of like Affinity, a lot of decks like that. And this deck was pretty tuned to beat Stompy. Like, I tried very hard to be able to beat Stompy, and it could do that, but we haven't run into it tonight. So I guess that's another kind of lesson that I've learned is, you know, just because, oh god, reasons I shouldn't have used my Evolving Wilds last turn. Just because you can beat one deck, or just because you think you're favored against one deck, doesn't necessarily mean you'll be favored against all of them. So maybe I tuned a little bit too close to the, too close to a Stompy heavy meta. I think I should get a 4/4 Trampler on board here. I'm gonna do that. What does this deck do? What are the cards in this deck? What can I even expect here? But I really appreciate it, Bob Kirk. It's been a lot of fun having you in the chat, man. Really, like, I really do appreciate it. You're high energy when I'm going high energy, and you're super respectful when I'm doing all that stuff. It's really, really nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to play. If I was going to play Fangren Marauder, I should have played a pre-combat, but that's no reason not to attack my Mirror Sire anyway. I don't think they're blocking. Maybe I'll play Thorn though. Maybe I'll play Thorn Wellspring here. Yeah, I'm gonna play Thorn Wellspring because who knows, man? Who knows what this deck does? Well, somebody knows, obviously. Like, somebody knows what it do. I anticipate. It'll pass. It just fizzles a lot, and once in a while it works. Oh, you mean like everything I ever do? Mine doesn't fizzle. At least it looks like I'm putting up a fight. Albeit a, not always a great one. This opponent's going to have a good think here now. I guess my decks don't necessarily fizzle. I think this works as a deck. The restricted testing time is really brutal. Like, I don't know how the other content creators do it and manage to get their results, because it's just so hard. Like, it's so hard to play 4 games or so with a deck and then pretend I know what I'm doing with it, you know? And Saffron Olive is like, he's clearly one of my inspirations. Like I love his content. There we go, we won. Sweet. Saffron Olive is clearly one of my inspirations. I love all of his content, but maybe that's one of the reasons he doesn't play Pauper, because like if you can't, he's obviously a better player than I am. I'm not saying I'm even close to as good at making decks or playing as he is, but maybe that's why he like stays away from Pauper, is because it's like you have to be super duper good at it to get your jank through. But I could just be wrong about that too. Maybe it's just the nature of the beast. Maybe I just have to practice a little bit more. Rule of thumb, if you're changing your hand and you have plays lined up, draw cards first. If you're going to cast Thorn and Wellspring, cast Wellspring first. Oh, yeah, no, you're right, yeah. If you draw Disfigure or Edict there, you may change your mind. I just, I don't want to come off as like arrogant or anything. But yeah, he's one of my inspirations for this, and I always kind of wonder like why he doesn't play Pauper. And it's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to do this in Pauper. Like this is something that I've always looked for. I wanted to see somebody, making content of weird brewed decks, and sometimes you get it, but I find the community in general is pretty spiky. And that's fine too. That's totally okay. I love having primers for all of the really great decks. I really do appreciate that. But I kind of wanted to see somebody goof off and do janky things. And I was like, heck, I'm already doing that in my spare time anyway. Why not just do it? What the frig do you sideboard for this deck? Nihil Spellbomb, Duress, Doomblade doesn't matter. Moment's Peace doesn't matter. All right, okay, all right. I'll lean on the Nihil spell bombs, but I'll bring Pulse Maras back in. I'll lean on the Nihil spell bombs, but you guys gotta let me know. When to fire it off or when to activate it. I'll have real long pauses. Yeah, Blood Moon is... Yeah, I do think about that sometimes. Almost Snapkeep. Look at the Bazooka Bog. Yes, man. So, like, turn 2 Augur of Skulls. Evolving Wilds. Wait, we can't turn 2 Augur. Awaken Evolving Wilds, and then Jungle Hollow with a Nihil Spellbomb. Yeah, I think this is fine. Pauper is a complex and deep format that punishes players heavily and doesn't have many free win pieces that he typically carries bad brews with, like Blood Moon or Ensnaring Bridge. I wouldn't necessarily call them all bad brews. Like, I get what you're getting at, for sure. I definitely respect some of the brews he comes out with. But I also get where you're coming from with that. This is kind of awkward. I want to get out Augur of Skulls. But I also want to cast this Utopia Sprawl next turn. Does it really matter? Is he going to go off next turn? But yeah, I don't... I think Saffron Olive's got good brews. I enjoy a lot of his decks. And I like how you can learn from it too. But I wouldn't call them all like the absolute best. And I absolutely agree that this format punishes players, as you guys can see every Tuesday night. Although the records for my just pure brews are getting better. We're getting game wins and stuff. We're getting closer. I'm skewing a little bit more towards competitive play, but I'm okay with that. Ichor Wellspring. So Land Grant in his graveyard doesn't matter. Should we give them one more turn to try it? Yeah, that's true. I guess that when you put it that way, it kind of sounds like bullying, but I still really like him, and I still really I respect him. Absolutely. Maybe not absolutely. I don't know what connotations that word has, but I definitely respect what he does. That might have been greedy. That might have been greedy, putting the Utopia Sprawl on the forest like that. I don't know. Okay, let's play the Nihil Spell Bomb. Hope he doesn't go off with it on the stack. Here it comes. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, Cuthbert. Yeah, that's you, right, Cuthbert? Did you listen to color commentary today? They're kind of talking about that, how the linear decks tend to do worse because the payloads aren't as effective on their own. They scooped the Spell Bomb. We did it. Costly Plunder and Pauper. We can get a Utopia Sprawl down on turn 2, and we've got our namesake Costly Plunder and Ichor Wellspring. I kind of like this hand. I think if we can get the Utopia Sprawl down and draw a few cards with these, we can put ourselves in a pretty good position. So let's do that. Keep it off. I would never hurt your mongoose. All of the euphemisms intended. I never find spiciness in my last... Yeah, of course not. I never find spiciness in this match. Like, sometimes I run into somebody who makes about as many onboard errors as I do. But I very, very seldomly run into somebody that that's on just straight jank. I don't know why. Like, maybe people have realized, they're like, this format is super conducive to jank. Inside Out is a meta deck. That's true. That's true. Inside Out did really well in the challenge this week. Like, should that be shocking? It wasn't, right? It's not a shock. And like, we had a good little laugh there at One Land Spy, but like, oh god, I hate this card. We had a good laugh at One Land Spy, but I'm pretty much One Land Spying over here. Yeah. One Land Spy did very well. Or not One Land Spy. Whatchamacallit? Guys, help me. Inside Out, Tribe Inside Out combo did very well in the challenge this week. I think they had... I know one of them was in the top 8 at least. I know Izzet Blitz won. There's Boros Monarch in the top 8, but I'm pretty sure there was like 2 Tribe combos. Don't quote me on that. I think Tribe combo was in the top 8 twice this week. I feel like it was. Yeah. So I thought so. I thought it was doing pretty well. That's a scary deck to run into too. I know I said this in the Discord a couple of times, but man, just the feeling I got when I saw Circular Logic in that deck, I was like, oh, that's incredible. That card's so good in that deck. It's kind of like how good Costly Plunder is in the Ichor Wellspring deck. Of course, we're gonna block. At least we're not 1-for-1ing ourselves here. No! Everything hurts, and I am dying. I told you to block the guy. I told you to do it. Why do you do this to me, deck? Why? Who are you? Oh boy. Okay. At least you can't get dazed now. Yeah. You can't have them. It's just such a flavor fail. Like, you don't pump fake a ninja. What happens when you pump fake a ninja? You get burned really bad. Why is everybody so hard on Mearsire? I really like Mearsire. I think it's a pretty okay card. No! You see what happens? You see what happens? You let one ninja get through, and then there's just a bunch of ninjas getting you. Just ninjas everywhere. You pump fake one ninja, and they're like, well, look at this loser. Okay, let's try to bait out a counterspell with this. We are so dead, Bobrick. Yeah. I think they heard me. I think they heard me say bait out a counterspell with this. At least, like, and this is what makes it kind of okay with Ichor Wellspring too, is at least I still draw another card. We'll let it resolve. Oh boy. We can get a spider going. We might have a chance, guys. Did I not leave black mana untapped on purpose or something? Somebody shame me. I could have cycled this Baron more. I deserve shame. Yeah, we're super dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Opponent's probably typing in the chat. They're like, just give it to me, man. You know you're dead. You pump faked a ninja. You're an embarrassment to mere society. You're an embarrassment to mirrors everywhere. Yeah, I could have. I know. That was critical. That was a critical little miss there. I probably did it on purpose too. I bet I did it on purpose. Sometimes I do that. Self-sabotaging, right? Yeah. Just like, I'm gonna tap my black mana here. I did. Did I? Can I get the instant replay on that? Punished. Punir. Did you say that earlier? Oh, God. I kind of wonder if it's like a subconscious tick. It's like, I really don't want to think about... I really don't want to think about what mana I have to use, so I'll use it in the least efficient way possible. Right away. As fast as possible. So that I couldn't possibly leave myself open to complicated lines involving, like, cycling a Baron more into a Disfigure. Our opponent is obviously just buggered off, knowing that they're going to beat us in a few turns, and they know they need all of 3.5 minutes to fully dispatch costly Golgari midrange. As a matter of fact, they've gone off. They've gone off to watch the deck tech now, to give me a view on YouTube, so that I get a consolation prize for being beat so badly to Delver. Ah, jeez. Here's a Spire Golem. Maybe it won't take... Yeah, it's... Oh, there's another Spire Golem. Yeah. This card is stronger than every card in my deck. All of them. I did. Yeah. Check it out. This is my YouTube channel. There's some more deck techs up there. I'm always working on making the quality of the YouTube videos better, and the videos that we do here. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. We're just oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, I'm always working on making the stream better and making the YouTube better. I hope that someday we'll be able to go back and just be like, geez, I remember when Anynewprovince misplayed horribly every game, and now he only misplays horribly once every 3 games. Opponent's drawing like 3 extra cards every turn anyway. Why not? Why not, Thorn? And there's a costly Plunder. Super great in this situation. I hate you so much, opponent! Alright, everybody calm down. Everybody chill out. Everybody chill out before before I tilt straight off the other side of the stream. Is this even reflective of our actual record? I should have a peek. I don't think it is. Let's fix our record really quick. I can't see what my record is. A lot worse than that, I think. Maybe it's not. Yeah, like I should have like 9 losses by now, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have 9 losses now. I just haven't been recording losses. No, I won that match. That's right. I did win a match. Yeah, I guess so. I think that's super important in any part of life. You know, gotta recognize those mistakes. Gotta do something to rectify them. Does Scattershot Archer suck against this deck? Because I thought it would be good. It kills Fairy Miscreants and it kills Spellstutter Sprites. It makes Spellstutter Sprite a lot worse. Let's bring him in. There's no reason to not have him in. If we can get the right counter spells out of their hands, that's pretty good. And let's bring in an Evangar's Justice. We'll go down. We want our Disfigures. We want our Chainer's Edicts. We'll probably go down a Plunder and a couple of... I don't know if we want to go down Stars because an early Penumbra Spider is one of the ways we win this game. Lifecraft Cavalry is way too cute. Fengraf Marauder is probably too slow. Defiant Salvager is way too cute. And I don't think we're going to flashback an Edict, so we probably only want to see like 1 or 2 at most. I brought in the Scattershot Archers, right? Holy crap, I just saw that you said I should bring in the Scattershot Archers. Okay, we're on the play. Oh, yes. Yo, you're totally right. A Thorn absolutely should have come out. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They are not letting us keep the Monarch. We're gonna mulligan this away. There's nothing we can do with this. Evangar's Justice would be nice, but I don't think we're in the kind of position that we want to be casting it right now. So let's mulligan it. Yeah, I should have cut the Thorns. Oh, baby. Oh, we did it. Turn 1 Scattershot Archer. GG's. Turn 1 Scattershot, turn 2 Ichor Wellspring, turn 3 draw a million. Why can't I cast Scattershot Archer? Cast the frickin' card, dude. Oh god, why is it blacked out? I should have cut the Thorns. You're right. You guys are right. Chat always on the 1-800 type plays. Tass knows what I'm talking about with those 1-800 type plays. Oh, send a message. Absolutely. Right? Right? Yeah. Turn 2. Sacrifice my Scattershot Archer to costly plunder the nuts. We did it. Top 10 plays your opponent didn't see coming. Turn 1 Scattershot into turn 2. Oh man, can we get another Scattershot down here? Let's try to costly plunder and see if they'll do something about it. They're not going to do anything about that. All right, let's try to cast Scattershot Archer. Do you have anything? You don't. Oh baby. Oh my god, why am I pump faking so much? I clicked on that guy. Bobrick, welcome to the Jank Bank, man. Thanks for the follow. Opponent scooped it up to 2 Scattershots. Frig, man, I'll take it. Bobrick, welcome to the Jank Bank. Sincerely appreciate the follow, man. Sincerely. Hope you guys are fans of Skins, if you haven't watched it. One of my favorite gold fishing shows. Alright, yeah, Thorn should come out, probably. So what comes in instead? Doomblade, Edict, Moment's Peace? I kind of want to keep 1 Thorn in. But it really, yeah, it is really bad here, right? Like, tapping out on turn 4 against this deck probably loses you a lot of games. Or, like, letting it resolve and then just giving them the Monarch. So why don't we take it out for a Moment's Peace? So that maybe they alpha through us. I just want one Moment's Peace, though. I'm down a Plunder. I could cut 1 star for another Moment's Peace. Let's see if I do it. I hope the video quality for this is okay. When I drew that second Scattershot Archer, I just started like straight screaming. I was just like, oh my god. This is hella slow. And we're on the draw. This is hella slow. Mir Sire is like okay against a ninja that's already done its job. Penumbra Spider is very good. We only have 2 in the deck and we can cast it on time, but it's like I said before. Thanks, man. Good enough to watch. Name of my sex tape. It's probably weird. I got a new monitor. I got a second monitor set up so that I wouldn't keep flashing you half naked George, but it's like up at the top. So every time I look at the chat and like pretend I'm interacting with you, or like not pretend, but like every time I'm interacting with you, I'm like looking up at the other monitor and it probably looks like I'm talking to like the chat up there. It's like, oh, chat. There you are. It's not good, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Penumbra is not always good. Oh boy. Oh, turn 1 Scattershot Archer. I'll bottom a land. Guys, we're getting paid off. We're getting paid off for all this Brewmeister karma. Hey, opponent. Feel the frickin' wrath. They probably have like, what do they have? Like Piracy Charm or Piracy Charm doesn't kill this. Yeah, there it is. Snap! Untap a couple of lands. Yep. And Spellstutter Sprite, right? You want to counter our Chromatic Star with your Spellstutter Sprite? Please? Do ya? Do it. No, okay. You getting slow rolled there? Were you getting slow rolled? Were they thinking about it? Does running a Scattershot Archer into a Spellstutter Sprite here help us at all? It doesn't. They're gonna play it anyway. They're not gonna have to tap a lot of mana for the rest of the game. But we don't want it to catch our costly, but yeah, no, I'm doing it. We don't want it to catch our costly Plunder next turn. Maybe they just have like hard counter. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. I didn't want this to hit costly Plunder next turn though, so if they had any kind of ulterior motive and they were gonna leave that mana up and keep Spellstutter Sprite, if they pick it up with, excuse me, they might pick it up to Ninja here, which will let us sneak this through. We have pulses for these. This will keep that game going long. Keep that game going long. That long game. This is a ninja. This has to be a ninja, right? Which one do they pick up, though? Miscreant? Probably Miscreant. You've got card equity in hand? No, they do pick up. Okay. Well, alrighty then. Ichor Wellspring. No, I think we're just going to... What could they have here? What could they have for 1 mana? Dispel. I don't want to play slower lands just to beat Daze. I have to do this turn. Whatever. If you have Daze, you have Daze. Congratulations for having it. Enjoy the having it. Congratulations. I have no strategy for wanting them to pick up an island or anything here. Duress isn't a bad draw. If we can draw Untapped Black Source, maybe? Guys. I hope hope this gets us there so bad. How many snaps does this deck run? Does this deck run a lot of snaps? You think that's drawing cards, opponent? I'll show you drawing cards. Why I oughta. So it looks like Wellspring Duress here. Doomblade, huh? Now, how would one catch an opponent unawares with the Doomblade in this situation? They're not going to try to Spell Stutter or Wellspring. I think we want to get it out right now. They usually play 2 snaps, and Disrupt is a 1-mana blue counter that I should look out for. All incredibly relevant information. Let's take an old peekaroonie at their hand. Let's see what they're working with. Delver, show me what you're working with. Can we make this Duress really big? No. You can just make them a long stack. Alright, so that's looking a lot like 1 counterspell, 2 Stitch Drakes. That's not going to be good for us. I mean, we have Doomblade and we have Moments Pieces. They have another Ninja and they have a Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. Let's see if they massively... Let's see if they don't understand how Spell Stutter Sprite works. It seems they do understand how Spell Stutter Sprite works. This isn't good for us. Alright, so... They currently can't... I don't see any shenanigans. I see that they're obviously going to get another Ninja out of this. But then they won't be able to Stitch Drake unless they draw a land. I'm just going to take 3. Okay. Sure. Sounds good. Draw a couple cards. And we're going to start Moments Piecing. Mazel. Right? See, we can't get a Moments Piece countered into hitting an opponent with a Doomblade? Gain a life here? I don't know. I just work here. Crap! Oh, baby. I didn't snipe Miscreant because if they Spell Stuttered, I wanted to have this. I wanted to have this up. They had no reason to Spell Stutter though. So yeah. I think I have Encouraged Justice Sphere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't do it with buyback. And I lose. So I should have Encouraged here, you think? What do you think, Cuthbert? I trust you, man. Do I have Encouraged Justice here? I think I do. I feel like I have to. I feel like I don't have a ton of options. And my deck just gave me an out and was like, dude, this is the right play. You're probably not going to make the right play. So here, I gave it to you. You have Encouraged? Okay, let's do it. That's good enough for me. It's late enough, and that's good enough that I'm just going to cast it. Got no way to get it back. They've got 6 cards in hand. Wait. Hold on. Let's send a message with Scattershot Archer. Okay, good. Now they know. That wasn't even really sending a message. What did I tap the tap land first? Whoopsies. Their Spell Stutter is a lot better now, though, right? And lands. do you mean, silly? Those are ridiculous. That's crazy. All right, so... Ah, crap. I was going to try to Moment's Peace. And then if they counterspelled, or if they spell stuttered, I was going to Doomblade the Fairy Miscreant like a cutie. But oh crap. Yeah, no, I didn't. I thought you were like, it's unpopular lately. You have no outs to this. Play the Evankar's Justice, believe. So I'm gonna Moment's Peace and see if we can like get some of those resources out of their hand. And avoid them casting a Stitch Strike this turn. Because that might be a way. That might be a way we do this. They're gonna let Moment's Peace go. That's good, I think. I legitimately don't know. Okay. I'm a little confused here, opponent. Boy, wasn't that Tron match earlier a train wreck, guys? Aren't you glad we were all here together in solidarity? as I like was just like convulsing in the face of Tron. All right, let's see how many counterspells this Chainer's Edict baits out. They have those Stitch Drakes. I really don't want to get rid of this until I see a Stitch Drake. Don't mind that, just my cat having a hairball. It's all good, guys. Okay, I think he's done having a hairball now. I'm sorry, I wouldn't subject you to that. At first I was like, nah, it's cool, just play it out. And then I was like, oh yeah, horrible retching is probably not something that's super marketable. Alright, so there's Spell Stutter. I can get rid of Counterspell. No, I should wait and see if they're going to play a Stitch Drake. Or is that ultra greedy? Yep. Just one moment, opponent. One moment, please. One moment, please. I don't, yeah, I don't see this, I don't see this ending well. Falling Wilds. Okay. Some kind of run of like Disfigures and Edicts might have done us good there, but I think that's gonna be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flashback Chainer's Edict, draw out the counter, potentially. Probably not, though. It's probably gonna be like, alright, let's try it. Let's at least try. If this is gonna be the last game of the night, I might as well give it my darndest. I'm gonna give it the old college C. D+. See if they want to... Oh, crap. I forgot about Spell Stutter Sprite, you guys. That's it. Have a good night, Delver. Well... I'll take it. Whatever.